I'm Rob Zavoni and I'm here with Truckstop TV. We're in beautiful Warhope on the mid-north coast of New South Wales. We're at the Yesteryear Truck and Machinery Show. We've got trucks, tractors, engines. We've even got a swap meet. So come around with us and we're going to check it out. We're here with Doc and we're going to take a look at his 1418 Benz, which only come out of the shop yesterday afternoon.
Yesterday afternoon.
Not quite finished, but near enough for the show.
Yeah.
So Doc, this is it.
This is it. It's I found it in a wrecking yard out at Inverell. We brought it home and we started playing with it, and we thought, well, we'll do it a little bit to it. And then we got it going, and then the wife said, well, you're going this far, we may as well strip it down, and so we stripped it right to scratch.
Started again. So everything's still original on it, just been restored?
Everything's still original except the handbrake doesn't work on it. They've put a booster on it, so where the ratchet handbrake used to be to ratchet it up, now it has a booster there for a maxi booster for the brakes. But other than that, everything's still original. Twin stacks probably aren't original.
So you said the truck's come from Inverell. What was its life up in Inverell?
I'd say it'd have to be a grain truck or something, like carting grain on farm or something. We did find out in '98 was the last time it was registered, so it was probably only registered for 3 months a year doing grain or harvest. But the rubbish that was under the seats from our friends the rats and everything was incredible.
So she's 1418, now the 1418 stands for something. You want to tell us what that stands for?
The 1418, the 14 is for 14 tonne, and the 18 is for 180 horsepower.
Okay, now the 180 horsepower, that's been produced from what, Mercedes engine?
Mercedes engine,
yeah.
6-cylinder Mercedes engine.
Yep. And what's that running through gearbox wise?
5-speed with 2-speed diff.
2-speed diff?
And the older people tell me the 2-speed diff can be only used in first and second gear, not the whole 5 of them like your Dodges and everything else.
Now how about yourself? You got a fairly long history within trucking and in the industry itself.
Yeah, I sort of been in it since I was 19. I was bought my first truck at 19. I worked for T&T in Kempsey, and then I went to Kyle's Transport in Kempsey, where Kyle's had 1418 Benzes, and my father-in-law had one, and I liked them. They were a nice truck, and myself had a Louisville. And then I've sort of stayed in the transport industry since.
Yeah. Comfort level, being a Mercedes, comfortable to drive? Well, for something of its age.
When we rushed to put it together to come down here yesterday, one thing was forgotten, to let the tyres down to about 20 pound air pressure. I'm still having trouble walking, it was that rough. But yeah, they're very short wheelbase and they are rough, but there will be less tyre pressure going back to Kempsey tomorrow.
Needs a bit of weight in the back.
A bit of weight in the back would be good.
My name's Janelle Smith and I've been driving trucks for 30 years. I started with Jim Pearson back in 1990. I left there in 2003, did work at Woolworths, and plus drove for Robbie Baker, R&T Trucking. Then I did that for 4 years, and then I went back driving full on for Collegia, furniture freighters for 2 years, and then I returned here in 2010, September 2010, and I've been here ever since. This truck is called Lulu, unit number 147. We used to have 273, and because that was the first new truck that I'd ever driven, to me she was a princess, so that was her name. So now we got Lulu. She's only about 2 months old and got a 31,000 kilometres on it so far, and tows 2 trailers, one if we're lucky, one if we're lazy, but otherwise, yeah, it's B double rated. And yeah, no, they're lovely. They're very nice, yes. Today, it's a lot easier because you got better gear. They're slowly improving the highway. The old road was good because it kept your mind active. Like, you had to remember, you know, sharp corners ahead, or you know, windy hills, steep declines, whatever, you know, like it did keep you more alert and active and everything else. Whereas I'm pretty lucky really, because I'm going from Kew to Grafton and back. That's still, you know, you're still going through a few towns and everything else, so it is keeping you active and you're watching what you're doing all the time and everything else. So the Hume now, it's just straight through. You don't go through any towns at all. So I don't know if I could handle that. I mean, it is nice to be able to just like back off and just putter through a town and, you know, check out the sights or check out what people are doing and then keep on going again, sort of thing.
Got a 1980 Mark 1 Super-Liner Mack. Took us 4 years, put it in 2010, and so 20th of the 10th, 2010. We picked up from Toowoomba. It was an ex-North Queensland truck in the oil fields. Drove it home, took 4 long years and a divorce to restore it. 100% ground up rebuild. After restoration, it's probably about 90,000. We do full-time interstate in it, in all states of Australia. Car general, more towards steel, and we do a lot direct out of Laminex in Central Victoria. We've took the 400 E9 out, and we've got now a big Cam 3 400 due to the fact we actually want some fuel economy and a set of Jake brakes with heavy haulage. That's out of, well, we predominantly run out of Newcastle or Queensland down to the Victoria or South Australia with flat tops, with tarps, the old way of doing things, and coming back up into all types of Australia. We have conquered most of the states. Yeah, mate, we're doing, I think, the only bloke left in Australia to swag it. Beautiful brand new BCF swag, and yeah, at the moment it's pretty cold down in Central Victoria and Morwell and all the other places we go to, and doing it the old way. Economy wise, for an old engine, we're doing just over 2 to 2.1 on all highways. We found that that's been a lot better than even the new ones, working on current fuel economies across Australia. We're running a 16 series 18 speed Road Ranger, coupled up to a set of 44 Mack diffs, running at a 4:50 ratio, all completely rebuilt. It gets there and does its job. Yep, then we do single or road train, we can get it there, no drama.
Thank you for bringing your vehicle along. I'm sure the crowd appreciate it. Well done. Thank you. And
Thank you for watching Truckstop TV. Please remember to subscribe and see you at the next Truckstop.